because it took me a little bit of work to remember what was going on, so I imagine I had to like rewatch the last episode. So I imagine you guys might be working to catch up. So
Yeah, we missed a couple.
big picture, you guys started in Red Larch, this beautiful little community. There were some delegates that went missing after some quests. You went searching for these delegates. You found these wind guys, raided their dungeon, destroyed everything, caused havoc, murdered a bunch of people, and then went on your merry way. What else happened? That's the end.
Wow,
I mean,
pretty much.
And now you're here.
Yeah, and you murdered people. That was great. But yeah, so you talked to the wind people. Our dear friend Twitchley found an amulet that seemed to have some strange properties and was talking to him, which is going to be a bummer not to have him actually, because he would be a featured part, but I'll play as him if we need to.
Who?
Twitchley.
Twitchley, yeah.
So, yeah, are you coming?
He can be grossly injured and unable to fight, but you'll still be able to play him for story purposes.
Yeah, I'll just play him. Anyways, yeah, so he did that thing. My brain is a mess today.
Mm.
Let me get the good juice. All right. So he went, got the necklace. You guys went back to the tower, fought with a guy there. That guy fell off the tower, presumably to his death. And then you went off in search for the person with with another amulet that seems to be tied to another delegate. So then you started going to this stone earth type monastery. You went in, busted through a secret door, and while you were down there, you met up with a very good friend of yours named Paddington, who is a kind gargoyle that's joined you on your trip. Yeah. And
Forgot about him.
yeah.
How?
You made a bargain, I think, with this
He didn't
big,
stick out.
with this other person trapped in stone who was very happy to be there. And so as you've been going into this dungeon, you guys encountered this person on a burrow shark, or I think it's actually the inverse, a stone melder on a burrow shark on a stone melder.
Son of a bitch.
This dude.
Oh, that fight. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
intense.
that was a
We
tougher
almost
one
died.
for you guys.
Indeed.
So you're in this kind of big room. I don't think I have the drawings, but I think Featherwidget already stole some stuff because that's what barbarians do.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm chaotic neutral, guys.
yeah, just wants what she wants when she wants it. Just like any girl. Every girl is chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
That jewelry?
Whoa.
Accurate.
I'm just kidding.
Accurate.
That necklace? I'm just kidding.
Evil amulets are a girl's best friend.
Yeah, that's her girl's best
Oh,
friend.
that's right. We don't.
Or chases.
Yeah.
So yeah, you all are in this kind of big room right now. Big square room. I could draw it up on the board, but it's far away. So yeah, y'all came in through this kind of series of tunnels and network and all this stuff. So the burrow shark is dead here. I think you two are the closest ones to it.
Can I loot it?
And then over here there was some like random bits of stuff. I think Twitchley was like kind of hiding over here, and a few others. I'm pretty sure there's a 99% chance it chases on WoW right now.
Are we trying to get out of this place? What was our main...
Yeah, why are we here again?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, so you guys were looking for so Alana and them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just opening up a little bit. But yeah, Alana and her crew said that one of the other delegates is here. And through kind of your investigation, talking with the people on top of the tower. So we went back to that wind tower, did some investigation, found that one of the delegates might be here with another piece of the amulet, which will help Alana find her piece of the amulet.
You mean the one that Chase has?
I don't know. You guys don't even know that it's there.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, we don't know. I'm not a character yet.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
And this is the place that we went through the underground entrance after all the rock shifting stuff, and we still know there's like the spires turning and all that.
That's right.
Like the towers.
Oh, we saw, like, there was...
With all the gears, yeah.
There's
towers
like this
that-
is some. It seems like the building is some large mechanism as well as a building.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, so like as you guys were going into this kind of complex, you found that beneath it there were just like there's like you guys are in the tunnels beneath this complex of like all these kind of rotating stone buildings, like gears on a clock, sort of.
So did we kill the guy?
The burrow
Sand-
shark?
sand-
Yeah, I think we killed that guy.
Killed everything,
Sand cowboy.
Yeah, so you killed that guy. You killed the Sand Cowboy successfully. Alana and Paddington are there with you all, still kind of engaged in going forward through the dungeon. And you took a short rest, so you all should have a little bit of life.
Does long rest give you
remember
full
if I
health?
Long rest gives you full health and all your spell slots back.
Okay, I long
I think
rested
I already
as
took my long
elf
rest.
or whatever
or
I
short
am. It
rest.
gives me long rest.
Yeah, because you can, as an
yeah.
elf, you can
Oh,
do
that's
short
a
rest
good
long.
perk.
Also, just checking. Anybody have an iPhone charger?
I do have my backpack.
I don't.
Oh, thank you very much. Sorry, I'm
Like
sitting
mad.
at
Alright,
5%
stream,
somehow.
enjoy the show.
Oh, yay! Recorded. My personal files.
Whoa. I'm right
10
here.
people are now following you.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
I am right here, Jeffrey.
How's it going, Briar?
Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate it. Oh, is there a charger? What? Yeah. Extension cables everywhere.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know. This is a,
Damn.
This is a nerd's house.
Yep.
I hate
Does it come down from the ceiling like an oxygen mask?
It's just an emergency. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
emergency. In the case of emergencies. 2%, folks.
Make sure you plug in your own.
Where do I
without
plug my
helping
laptop in,
others.
guys?
Yeah.
Plug in your child's laptop first.
They need to play WoW.
Yeah.
Fortnite, that's for real.
For
For the
God.
kids.
That's
For
true.
the kids. For the kids.
It's the children.
Oh.
The children.
Cool.
Screaming.
So did we leave him?
So he's dead.
Him
You
and
guys
Lizard
have-
are dead, or the Lizard's
Yeah,
still
both
alive?
of them are dead. The guy, when you killed him, the guy riding Lizard, when you killed him, he turned to stone and exploded, causing damage in like a pretty wide radius that I think hit you.
Probably.
So his body is kind of these like solid stone pieces that are like laying around. Well, the monster though is the stone melter is there, and it's you know, just rip. It was eviscerated, I think, by our kind barbarian over here. Yeah.
I like
Deserved
killing
it.
things. Yeah, I like killing things.
Messier than I'd like, but you know,
Yeah.
still,
You don't have to touch it though, so that's good.
I can compromise on my values when it calls for it.
Okay. Great.
Guess what? Where to now?
Can we loot anything off
So
the
yeah,
dead
so
stone
sorry, let me
builder?
go to the paths. This is where you guys came in from. You guys see a few more paths
Oh, gracious.
heading out.
So many choices. Can we roll a dice to see which path we should take?
You can. You can also try to do some checks.
Yeah. Let's do
Also, before you all kill people, you can also.
Wait, when are we gonna kill people?
Yeah, no, but like before you murder someone, you can say you want to keep them alive for questioning as well. So that's something that you can do too.
Had not even occurred to me. No.
Do you
I
think-
like killing things.
That's
Do
not-
you think
I mean,
this
it's not
sand
necessary.
lizard is available for questioning?
Or
It
lizard?
looks pretty dead.
Can we loot it? Is there anything to loot? Loot?
I'm gonna.
Is there anything to loot? So yeah, you can go give me an investigation check on the sand lizard.
In the
Hope
meantime,
that's
I'm
okay.
gonna snoop around the entrance to. Which way did we come in?
We came in this way, and this is where like that big pillar that was talking was, and that's where you met Paddington and a few of those other people.
Oh, the fat guy.
Yeah, the fat guy.
Okay.
Paddington's
Is
the
he
guard.
still
He
there?
let you in there.
Paddington's the
He's
gargoyle.
a ways back, but like his.
Right?
What's that?
Isn't Paddington the gargoyle?
Yeah.
Paddington's
Yeah,
a
but there was
gargoyle
also
that
like a
came
fat
in.
stone man.
Oh.
So one
yeah.
gargoyle joined you when you came at the very front door,
Mhm.
and then that big fat stone guy let you guys like killed some guards on
That's
your
right.
behalf.
I got
Oh,
a
okay, but
50.
he's still there.
He's still there. I mean,
imprisoned
he's
as a
stoned. Yeah,
stone
he's
man.
very
Okay.
happily just living his stone life.
Great,
I
okay.
got a 15 for investigation.
Okay, so and you're investigating the corpse. So from the stone melter,
A lot more. Take them.
from the burrow shark, I mean. You find a small kind of like translucent red crystal. So so as you like cut it open, you kind of find this fist-sized crystal that kind of comes out. Just kind of has some like tissue attached.
Big rock.
Kind of this white filmy stuff.
It's a crystal?
Yeah, so it's just kind of this
I add that?
translucent gem.
Also,
So it's called a burrow shark heart.
burrow shark heart.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you have access to this or if it's still too early, but I have a sweet ring that I've been attuning.
When did you get that?
It was like 2 sessions ago.
But
2 or 3 sessions ago. Like,
you got that at the top of
I know, because I...
the tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but... So yeah, you guys have only had 1 long rest since then. So you need 2. So because we just went to a short rest after last time I got. So yeah, you'll still be working on that. Because you guys attuned to some stuff last time, but I don't think anybody was super... You guys will need a full long rest before you can attune more, I think.
Okay. I want to snoop around the entrance to this hallway.
Okay. So as you go in there, you see the pathway is slightly downsloping. It's dark, not well lit. The lights really stop after this room. There is only some very vague torchlight you can kind of see, or some looks like flickering fire. Give me an investigation check as well.
Do you have the thingy?
I want to look on the other path.
Okay, same thing, investigation check.
Where's the
Ooh,
attributes
20.
again?
Okay, so you see that down your path, you can just make out the form of a room, and it seems to have a lot of different, kind of rows of shelves, and it looks like a place where stuff would be stored. And what you can just vaguely see is some things look like bottled drinks of some sort.
Oh my gosh.
You spice?
I think I see shelves with books and alcohol.
I also rolled a 10, so that's...
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
Plus
you
the other
down your
hallway.
hallway, you hear some vague sounds of like almost like breathing, but you're not really able to make out much more beyond that.
I
You kind of hear this kind of like
what are
Breathing
we?
doesn't seem promising.
There's some scary breathing down here, and
Let's
there's
not go that
books
way.
and alcohol over there. I'm gonna go.
I want to go that
Books
way.
and alcohol sounds better. What are
Knowing
we?
our luck, it'll be
Are we
evil books.
are we here to search for the other piece of the amulet for Alara?
I believe so.
I'd like to ask Paddington what direction any treasures or amulets might be in.
Paddington kind of waddles his way up, unable to speak. And you say, "Hey, do we have any treasures or amulets?" He goes like this, and then he kind of points towards the pathway where there was breathing. He points down this way.
Okay. I'd like to approach the non-books and alcohol, books
Okay.
and bottles
Yeah.
pathway, and do a
Was an assumption.
perception or
Yeah.
arcana check. Both.
Yeah.
Either-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whichever one you prefer.
Let's do
Light.
just perception check.
Okay.
19.
Okay, so as you look further in, you can, because of your dark vision, you can make things out a little bit more clearly. There is a very basic cave structure that starts to open up beyond that room. So it kind of it kind of goes from that structured path into kind of almost a wavering cave, where it looks like this is more natural stone, and you can see these pillar-sized stalagmites and stalactites. You hear that noise more clearly, but as you look deeper, you can see the glint of some kind of colors coming off.
Are there any torches in there?
There, you can just see a flicker of firelight. You can't see torches, but it's very distant. So it's firelight coming off from very, very far over here.
Okay.
What do your elf eyes see?
What's your LRC?
I'd at least like to walk through the hallway and just to the entrance of the area.
Okay, so as you walk forward into the entrance, give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's not a great sign.
Uh-oh. Hope you got some hit points.
Oh, dexterity is one of the...
I loot.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Features and
okay.
traits?
I'll be alright.
No.
Skills. Wait, no, saving
Famous
throws.
last
There's
words.
separate
The
saving
saving
throws.
Yeah, well, I'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
play on
plus
Twisty
two.
Fleet's behalf here. For you guys.
Ooh,
So
5.
you're a little,
It's very manly.
So you step forward into this dark room. The air feels really moist and heavy, and then as you walk in, something just kind of thick and slimy falls on your shoulder, and you're immediately grossed out because as you look down there, it seems to be blood, and you look up, and there are figures kind of woven into the rock above you that are kind of all just like oozing blood, and it's dripping down onto you. So.
That is not a happy hypochondriac.
Do you yell? Do we hear him?
I don't know how to handle myself.
Or are you just like you're just shocked into silence?
So you would.
I'm emotionally.
Would you make a very shrill and loud scream?
Oh,
There you go. So immediately, as he, who also remind me who has which ones of these?
I think I have like one. Maybe.
You have one and one. Okay.
It
Remember
might
you.
be two, but
I had one, but I used it.
Okay, used it right. So.
I hear my shriek echo through the cave,
Now what's
ringing in my
coming for
ears
us?
over and over.
Hold on, we're gonna
Now
die.
everything knows we're here.
And then, so as you hear that scream echo, you start to hear just like some footsteps starting to approach in that dark cave.
Oh man,
Well,
Where's-
I'm already in this like library room, so I'm gonna go hide in a cupboard or something.
Okay,
Start
so
looking for a
you run
place to
into a
hide.
cupboard, but
Paddington, go investigate the sounds.
as you walk
grab some
in,
bottles
you
of booze.
see a bottle of booze that you recognize, and it's one of your favorites. So rather than hide, you'd probably start
We have
just
bullet.
drinking it. You
I
see a bottle of Bullet.
I see it.
he's up.
I grab it and I knock over like 3 bottles, and it's really noisy.
You knock over 4 bottles. Alright, so then you guys hear an immediate commotion starting to rise
Cuddling
from the
my bullet
alcohol
in the
room
cupboard.
as Pickle Rick is chugging a bottle of Bullet. So there's so you two hear a really loud scream coming from this room, and then you hear just crashing and the noise of broken glass coming from the other room.
I'm tempted to take out my bottle of spiced firewater and just drown my sorrow,
Feel
but
free.
I don't.
There's bookshops in here, right? Guys, get in here. Maybe we can barricade the door.
Okay, I run in there.
Yeah.
So you run into there?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as you run in there,
but I
you
feel my heart goes out to hypochondria, so I head towards him.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't like blood,
Me?
except when you're in a rage. So as you walk into that room, you see
I don't mind it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I can enter a rage pretty quickly. You can give me a fake point if you want.
I can have Paddington slap you if that like, really gets the rage flowing.
Doesn't take much.
Are you the only one who can talk to Paddington?
No, but I like to think we have a special bond. It's more of like an emotional communication,
Yeah.
I think. I hear the footsteps approaching.
Yeah.
Terrified, I cast Prestidigitation to clean my robes.
Great move.
Yep.
So your robes are immaculate, but there is still
I
some.
I want to take a step back.
Okay, yeah. So smart move. So you take a step back. You kind of work your way back, and you meet with Feather Widget right at like the threshold to that doorway.
Robes are clean?
Robes are clean. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was real.
I take a big dusty hand and I just slap you on the back and I'm like, thank God you're okay.
I remember this.
I just totally forget.
I make note of this.
I mean it well. I
so
mean it
remember
well.
your
I just
decision.
totally forget. But I just like big dusty and I just like smack you and then I like ruffle your hair with my other like kind of even grosser hand. And then
I
I'm
consider
like,
going back
prepare
into the room.
You see text appear on the screen that says hypochondriacs will remember your decision.
and then I take out my axe and I say, let's fight this battle.
Well, we do. As disgusting as that room was, we don't know it's a battle yet. I heard footsteps approaching,
Everything's bad.
but they could have been friendly footsteps. Friendly,
Perhaps I should
disgusting
put my
footsteps.
axe away. Perhaps I should not approach every situation as if it was a battle.
I think that's appropriate. Also, there was a lot of blood, so it didn't turn out well. And there were, like, bodies woven into the ceiling.
I think they're probably friendly if that's the kind of
So,
welcome
yeah.
they give us.
Guys, do you want to hide in here?
Oh, right, we have other people.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
So you all walk further into the distilling room. Or do you guys go in? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys walk into the distilling room. You see just like bunches of heaps of grain, stone, alcohol, and a few pot stills in the very back of the room.
I'm like trying to push a bookshelf over the door to barricade,
Yeah.
but not wanting to put down my bullet.
So I take like a pinky and I just like push it. And I'm like, here you go.
Here you go, shit, come on. So yeah, as the door kind of clicks shut, you hear just the footsteps come into that room, where kind of this ruin and stuff is, and be like, and you hear just some voices say, "Oh God, they are intruders after all. I thought the gargoyles were just making a scene." And Alana and Paddington followed you guys, and so it's Twitch,
There's
obviously.
enough room in this room.
It's pretty big. It's like it's a distilling room, so it's sort of like when you walk into Anchorstein, pretty decent size.
So we're behind the door in the distilling room with it closed.
Yeah, with like
With
the door
the
closed, so you can just kind of
barricade.
barely hear their voices. But then you know, the footsteps recede. Everybody, give me a stealth check real quick.
This is
Can I ask Paddington if they are friendly?
Yeah.
Paddington,
Do it
are they
quietly.
friendly? Paddington, I didn't roll well, but Paddington, are they friendly?
He goes like this.
How's a 3 work for you?
Ooh. I got 16.
So-
That doesn't matter.
So
crazy
you
is this student?
are like listening, trying to lean against the door, and you rock back, and your back bumps into another thing of whiskey, and the glass breaks, and the bottle falls, and you hear the footsteps suddenly run closer, and they say,
Maybe they'll think it was
Only
ants.
20, but that's 20.
"Yeah,
Really
Oh,
large.
that's 20.
ants.
what's that from?"
Perhaps
I don't know.
if we
Who's
bark,
made up?
they'll think it was dogs.
Stop ahead. Stop right
Alright.
now.
So
I have
as
just
you
enough intelligence to not do this.
Stealth is a skill.
I have a 21.
okay, so you're quiet, but
Don't worry, I already ruined it for all of us.
so he broke a
Oh,
bottle, another bottle, and
Don't
it's
worry,
kind of
guys,
joining
we're
the
gonna
slurry
pretend it
whiskey
was
on the
ants.
ground. And then you hear one of them just start running towards the door and marching to open it. What do you guys do? You
I
kind of hear,
I hold the door.
things jammed.
Who's there?
Occupied.
It's occupied.
Occupied.
Occupied
By the ants.
I
by the ants.
I do ask who's there.
As he asks who's there, be like, it's me, one of the monks, Marcus. Nah,
Nope,
we already
no,
used
we already
Marcus.
had
We already used
Marcus.
Marcus. No.
You don't sound super convincing, Marcus.
He's like, well played. No, let me actually find other people's names and I can get one to you.
You sound more like a Brad.
Stuart.
Alright. Oh, yes. It's,
We have plenty more booze, don't worry.
yeah, we do have plenty of booze. Yeah, we do have a lot,
Who
so
else
please drink yourself
We
some.
have some
I'll
bullet.
Take a little bit more.
We have some bullets. So.
It's me, Carbo,
Not
from
just-
upstairs.
It's in
Karma?
reality.
No, that's
Carbo.
fine.
For real.
Carbo.
Carbo?
Yes.
Carbo.
So sorry about the name, but continue.
Yeah, well. He says, the abbess said that there was some strange activities going on down here and told me to take a look.
I haven't seen nothing.
Are
Who
you?
are you? Why don't you open the door?
I'm pooping.
Yeah, that's the brewery.
I have to go.
Haven't you heard about the new methods?
The new methods.
It enhances the fermentation. Having the natural
This
species.
next batch is
of
going to
the
be one to
berry.
remember. Let me tell
I'm
you.
not drinking your shit, if that's what you're trying to say. So both of you roll me deception. And I'm going to take the lowest of the two because they were very, very bad bruises.
17.
10.
Okay, so he says, listen, I don't know what's been going on in these tunnels. I don't know what this damn monster is that's doing here. Freaking ripped apart like some animal got to it. Listen, we just need to tell the abbess what's going on. Did you get lost down in the catacombs?
I had to poop. I don't know what.
The tour group, we got separated from the tour group.
Did you
So,
say you don't? Did you say you don't know what this monster is?
No, we haven't been in catacombs for months. They've been overrun. And I don't know what you folks are doing here.
Are you friends with the gargoyles?
They're guardians that have lived here for centuries, trying to keep nonsense like this from happening.
I didn't feel like a yes.
He
I think that's an intimidation.
He has not. Yeah. Well, so he probably does not know. Well, I guess you wouldn't tell. So that's all. That's the only answer he gives you. He's like, "Well, I just in here."
What was with all the blood and the bodies stitched to the walls and the ceilings from the room you just came from? Because that seemed not great.
They didn't come from the room, right?
Was that the footsteps that we heard coming from that room?
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up with that?
Roll me a. How are you going to convince him to tell you that information?
Intimidation.
Persuasion?
I
Persuasion.
feel like that's more of an intimidation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Animal
you
handling?
You can tell me which one. Yeah. You can say investigation maybe because you're trying to get information
Sleight of
out of
hand.
somebody.
All right. 17.
So.
What do I have again?
So he obviously thinks you're probably one of them at this point. So he is like, dude, I lost it. Oh, where am I?
One of
Dice went.
the people who've invaded the temple.
You don't know that for sure, but yeah. So he just thinks you're with him. So he says, "Listen, all this corruption has been going on. Someone has to try to piece it apart. We're part of the abbess's mending crew."
We ask Lon, do you know what the abysses are? She tells me.
Alana. She says.
Sorry.
Alana.
uneducated. What's an abbess?
Let me give her
It's like
history
the head
check.
of a monastery.
Like where abbots are.
Yeah, so like the abbess is like the nun, the head nun.
Okay, so Alana does
How do
not
you know?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Sound of Music growing up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
She
Wait,
sent
so
us
she
down
doesn't
here.
know?
She sensed corruption.
Okay. Well, maybe we should all fight the monster together.
Once I finish pooping.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, well, you all get back up. It's not safe down here, and we'll get back to work. And he, you hear receding footsteps.
Get back up to where?
The surface, I think he means.
Leave.
We don't know how.
I think we can open the door and go talk to them.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
open
we
the
should
door.
follow him instead of going to fight the monster.
Let's meet this guy.
Yeah.
Before he gets too far away, can we just open the door and
Yeah. So you open the door, and like an old kind of like patchy beard, like white hair, white beard, guy wearing just kind of like a monk stole. He doesn't look like, he doesn't have a lot of the, like, because the guy you fought previously had more of those like tattoos and this very elaborate kind of stone kind of messaging on his body. This guy seems just kind of like a normal dude. He's carrying a staff, and you see some like stone runes marked into it, and those with Arcana. Who has an affinity for Arcana?
Me.
I do too.
So you two sense that there is like magical ability imbued into that staff, and then it's been and then it's been used recently. So you can kind of sense that it's been like actively. It's like kind of like still smoking in like the Arcana sense. So and yeah, so he's walking back towards this chamber, and he turns around and stops and say, "Wait, you're not with the monks, are you? What are you doing here?"
To be quite honest, we are travelers and we just got lost in the caverns.
Fair enough. Well, listen, we've got some problems. The abbess upstairs has been trying to get us to fix a little bit of a problem that's been going on down here, and well, as you can see, things have gotten a bit out of hand. A few of my predecessors, and he kind of like looks into the room and glances up at the ceiling, have not fared so well in terms of cleaning out this particular issue. I see you all have weapons. perhaps we can make an arrangement.
What's the issue?
I want his staff. I want him work for his staff.
He can hear you.
Okay, phrasing, but I want.
Phrasing.
We should trade our service.
So you're saying
We should help him on his quest.
And then he'll give you the staff.
Yes.
That still doesn't sound.
Give you his.
What if
I'm accepted it.
What if he
I want this
joins
man's
our
staff.
party and helps with his staff from behind?
Oh
Yeah.
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 If he can give us his staff,
Because he seems like a support character.
Yeah,
Staff,
I
yeah.
think just really prod us to the goal, you
Right.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine
Take
with
us
that, but
places.
I'm making a bid for the staff.
You're gonna have to kill him.
Are
Yeah.
you guys? Are we fine helping these
I kind of
lovely
want to keep
monks?
exploring the other paths, though. That's the only other thing.
What's your name, good sir?
My name is Carbo.
Oh, Carbo. Yes, you
Yes.
told us.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about
Yes.
that.
He's
I was
like, "No
distracted by
worries."
the lady pooping over there when you told us.
I
Yeah,
had
I
to
couldn't
go,
quite
you
understand. I hope it doesn't actually get into the alcohol at the end of the day. Because I'm going to need a stiff drink after this.
Pretty stiff, let me
Let
tell
me
you.
offer you some of your own bullet right here.
Thank you. He takes a swig. And then give me a persuasion check.
Who?
You.
I'll ask what's his name.
Oh, no, but you gave him bullet.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay.
going to trust you now.
Ooh, okay.
This is
Persuasion.
clearly wild turkey.
Yeah.
Cheap dollar store stuff.
What is that? A 7?
7.
Oh, that's not great. That's an 8 total.
So he just kind of takes the glass and says, thanks. And takes a swig and passes it back to you. So he kind of clasps his hand and says, listen, I've got a lot of work to do. And I'm probably not going to make it back up to the surface if I don't play my cards right. So I will be right back. And he just doubles over and turns and heads straight back into this room.
Into
This kind of cave.
cave room where all the people are
Well,
dead
he
on the
felt it
ceiling.
was safe enough to go down there.
Yeah.
Do we want to explore anymore?
So the
Is there
only
any-
places
there
we
are
can't
rooms.
There's
explore.
more rooms.
Oh, I thought there was just these two.
Yeah, but there's this room opens into another one here.
Just if we're trying to find the amulet, I don't know. I thought it was down here, but
That definitely seems like that's where things are gonna go down. I think exploring is not a bad idea.
Why is he just walking casually through it? We heard weird breathing.
Does he have sandals on, or is he just
maybe
walking
there's
through the
people
blood?
alive stuck to the ceiling.
Is the breathing coming from the people, or is it something else in the room? Do we know that?
Can we
You
do
can
a
investigate.
perception? Can I do
You
it?
can
Can I
perceive,
investigate
you
in there?
can go in and check it out.
Or no,
Are
can I
there-
do a perception check in there?
Yeah, so are you going in after him?
Can we before
Yeah.
is he gone?
Yeah, so he's just here, but you can see that he's still pretty close to the entrance, and he seems to be just working on something. So he's he turns pretty quickly into the door, and you just hear kind of him shuffling around doing
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll do a perception check. I'll go in.
So you go in after him? Okay, so you go in after him, and you see, as you go in, without having to do your check, you see him leaning up against the wall where one of these people are kind of weaved into the stone, and he has his staff pressed up against the wall, and some of the stone is starting to try to meld its way back. So he seems to be trying to just get these people out of the wall in some sense. But give me a perception check so you can see what's going on.
16.
Okay, so you get a sense that there is some sort of increasing intensity as this tunnel, as these kind of maze of stalagmites and tunnels goes deeper underground. So it kind of is downsloping, and as it goes down, it goes deeper. You can see with your perception the signs of Carbo's passage. So you can see that he has some equipment and supplies, but it looks like he stayed pretty close to the entrance so far.
Can I do an arcana? Or I follow. Can I do an arcana check in the same area?
Yeah. So as you go in and do an arcana check, go ahead and give me a roll on that.
I have this horrible sinking
14.
feeling that the stalagmites and stalactites are teeth,
I had a dream like that.
and that
once
it's
when I was
the
a kid.
giant mouth of something.
Ooh,
Oh,
just a bunch of bloodied
I don't want to go in
things
there.
dripping.
Anyway, so what do you get? 14.
Yeah, 14.
So you can sense that there's some sort of extremely strong nexus of power that's getting used right now. That's getting kind of activated. You can sense something also on your that kind of is similar on Twitchly Switch right beside you, but you can't really tell what it is because it's not getting really actively interacted with. You can kind of tell there's some sort of like mirror thing going on there.
He seems kind of reserved tonight. I'll probably leave him. I'll investigate that later.
Yeah.
But there's something up, you know.
Are you telling us this?
No.
Good.
I message you
There's some
guys.
dirt
Twitchly
on
doesn't know. You know,
we get
if
some
he's
dirt
gonna
on
keep
Twitch,
secrets,
Twitchly.
we're gonna keep
That's
secrets.
right.
That's
right.
I message you guys. I have my texting skill. I message you and
slide into the DMs.
I slide into the DMs for you guys and tell you, hey, there's some magic somewhere in this area, and then message you guys that there is also that same magic on Twitch.
My head snaps at him because I remember when I saw him talking to something, and I'm like, and internally I'm just like, I freaking knew it. That guy is up to something.
Something's up.
This guy's up to something.
Yeah. So he just is.
He's oblivious. Yeah.
He doesn't even notice this goes on.
Carbo, buddy, how did all these people get in the wall?
He's like, well,
What you
they
doing
were
there?
He kind of like, shh, be quiet and have a chin in here. He's like, they were folks like me sent down from the monastery to get our kind acolytes out of the walls. So if you don't want to get joined in with my compatriots, please keep your voices down. And he goes back and tries to start.
Is it hot in the room?
It's actually very cold. It's very cave-like, cool,
Can I sense any
humid,
movement?
very static temperature now. So pretty much once you came in, the temperature has been about 70, 60,
Can
70.
I sense any
right about even.
movement? Or can we still hear the breathing?
So through your perception, you can still hear this kind of but it could be wind, it could be breathing with your perception.
Why would something that's alive be cold inside?
Right, so maybe it's not that. But Carbo, why do we have to be quiet? What's gonna hear us?
Why do we have to? He's like, listen, I don't know much. The abbess, she's trying her best to make the best out of this situation and to keep just our acolytes safe. He just kind of is like, listen, I don't really know what's going on. Nobody really knows what's taking over down here, but we're just trying to make do.
What about the people in the walls? Are they alert and able to talk?
Well, these caves, most of them seem pretty catatonic. The one that he's trying to extract is conscious, but extremely just woozy. Maybe some medicine could revive that person enough once he's extracted.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I run back to this room and look for some medicine?
Yeah, so you go back to that
we have
room.
healing potions.
Oh, right.
Right?
Okay.
Do we,
Maybe.
I don't know if we want to
use
waste
them?
one, but
You also have good berries, I think, and a few other skills. But yeah, I would almost save those if you can.
Does not bode well.
Just a little anti poop.
It's no mess.
Should I open up a freshie?
Or we can switch to bourbon or
Or
something?
should we switch to bourbon like real people?
Yeah, I'm good. You guys just do.
I'll take some bullet.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can switch to bourbon.
We actually have this really good one that me and Danielle got.
Yeah, that stuff is
Oh,
really
I don't want
good.
to drink it if
You wanna
it's
try it?
too nice.
No,
No,
it's
I've
really
been drinking.
tasty. It's a 1792, full proof, really, really bomb. You guys want some nice whiskey glasses of this?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll-
not too
I'll
much.
get some split glasses. Me and Danielle.
Good, because I'm a lightweight and I gotta manejar.
You gotta bounce?
No, I gotta drive.
Oh
So
yeah, you gotta drive. No worries.
I mean, me too.
I'm a lightweight. a
Where
cheap
would...
date.
Inventory? Would that be where healing potions would be?
Mhm.
Okay, I don't have any.
I think I have one.
Do either of you have healing potions?
I don't think I got any, no.
Okay.
I have, let me see.
I'll just look for some in the room.
Oh, I do have a dagger of bloodletting, but
What does that do again?
it deals a little bit of damage, but then heals more.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know if I want to use it, but I do have this lesser restoration spell, which can cure someone of being blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
So I hope you guys don't mind splitting.
Oh, yeah.
We'll share.
I'll split with you.
Okay. I was about to say, that's a big boy pour.
Oh, really? Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, it's got nice.
So I could use that if we really need to.
Okay. I feel like if we can find a potion to do it, let's do that first.
Yeah, let's look for that. I do have a potion of healing, but I think let's save that.
Let's save
for
it.
Dire
Let's
circumstances.
save it. I mean, we have a healer here, thank gracious goodness. But
With very few spell slots
Could he
left.
not? Oh,
Can
no.
we just take a long rest?
You have no
really
healing
quick?
cantrips?
You can try.
We can no, but we should go back in the little
certainly
distillery and take a nice long rest.
Yeah.
Is that a thing we can do?
Pop open
You
the
certainly
Chardonnay,
can.
just like throw back a few glasses, you know.
That would be a long rest indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, you can definitely go and try to take a long rest.
You
We're
said
gonna
the
get
word
a
try
top
like
top
twice
feedback,
now. I'm feeling not like resting.
Yeah, no, feel free. Here, I'll grab a little sip of that though, because it's so yummy.
Yeah, it's really good. Let it open up. It's very strong.
Yeah, it's cast strength. So,
So
it's
attempt the nap, or
No,
No.
No.
okay.
up
that's
to you.
just
Up to you.
YOLO. I mean,
Well, if
You can put watches. So just for the record, during like a dungeon, you can take a long rest, and you can put watches up where one person stays awake for certain hours, so you get that full heal. So yeah, go ahead.
what if we were to take a rest?
Mhm.
Do things like progress in the world around us?
They do. So yeah. So sometimes we'll give you a gimme and say, hey, like at the end of the session, it's a long rest. But if you're in a session and you are taking a long rest, how that will work is the world will progress around us. Stuff will happen around. That's what the watches usually can help. So then whoever's on watch can say, hey, there's somebody coming and wake
So
everybody up.
I have no need for a rest at all because I already had a
Oh,
long
yeah,
rest
you wanna
because
be
I
a
am
watch?
an elf. Me and Paddington, who I assume doesn't need to sleep either, could watch.
Can we do that?
Certainly
I feel like
can.
we
I
could
mean, I'm
use-
like I'm in like decent shape, but I mostly want our healer to
You get
Yeah.
spells
be
back
well rested.
And say,
Before
I'm like
entering
at
the Cave of
22
Blood.
and 40.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
before whatever hasn't.
Oh, you're at.
I'm at half health,
Half
so I
health,
would
yeah.
like to
Okay.
rest if possible.
All right, we can lock up in the brewery again, and I can stand watch with Paddington.
Take some shots and then
Yeah, he and I will just kind of talk, you know,
heart to heart, braid each other's
share our
hair.
feelings.
Yeah.
What's it like being a stone?
Yeah. All right. So is that what y'all are doing? Taking a long rest?
Let's do it.
Who's-
We lock up the door.
Lock
Like
the door,
we barricade the door
barricade
again.
with bookshelves.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So barricade the door,
Yeah.
bookshelves.
Wait, but how are you
Sorry.
gonna watch if you can't see?
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
But he only lasts a short amount of time. I was gonna say
Oh,
my
your
unseen
little thing.
servant.
Okay. I'm
Actually,
thrilled.
but I want Paddington in the room for company.
We can barricade
Barricade
and
the
leave
door.
a tiny crack.
Leave a tiny crack.
In this one? Because there's two doors.
Yeah. Let's investigate that. Is there a door there? On this other one?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
another door.
Wait,
let's
while we're
investigate-
resting.
No,
Oh,
before we
beforehand.
rest,
Oh,
let's
are you
make sure that
resting?
other door
Okay.
isn't like leading to like, you know, the barracks for the soldiers or
Or,
something.
like, the very gates of
So
hell.
you see a kind of a big dining hall when you go in. Two long tables, lots of chairs.
Are there people in there?
Empty right now.
Right now.
Is there a lock on the door?
It is. It's the kind of the door between the kitchen and the service room. So it's kind of flimsy. It's pretty open, but it looks like it's been disused.
Okay. So, barricade the door, and I'll hang with Paddington, but Paddington can stand right in front of the door because he's a big stone gargoyle.
Cool. So that's what he does, and then you all take a long rest. So go
I feel
ahead and
much
refresh.
better.
Do all your things.
Would you say
get all
you and
the slots
Paddington are
back.
getting stoned together?
I'm looking with my special eyes to keep.
So roll me perception.
Oh,
Oh, you guys specialize?
dark vision.
Look with
whatever.
your special eyes.
I see.
With your special eyes.
But I also, yes, I do have special eyes. I'm an elf. What am I? Perception?
Yeah.
23.
Okay, so
Where's the long rest?
it's not your eyes, but actually your ears that begin to set off. It's strong.
I like it though.
How's this gonna sit with
It's
the
really
heartburn?
tasty, but I can put
It
some more
doesn't burn.
water. I can put some
No, it
more
doesn't
water or
burn
ice
that
in
much.
there. It's
It's
really
just like-
tasty.
Yeah, it's good when you let the ice melt a little, then it's like perfect.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
I can
really
put,
good.
I can put some water in there because that's totally okay to open up.
It's
gas
kinda sweet.
strength a little bit. Yeah.
I think it's perfect,
Okay.
especially as the ice melts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and long rest then, or are we? is
Yeah.
someone
So
rather-
all y'all long rest. So you'll still get your long rest.
Handler
but,
error dash API.
So you, begin to
You might not
hear-
wake up from it, but you know.
No,
So,
seriously.
Just enjoy it.
oh, what happened?
No. Oh wait, what?
You died.
No,
No,
just
no.
like his D&D Beyond.
It's just
freaked
like
out.
a 404 page that's D&D themed.
When he tried to
you
take
have
a long
discovered
rest,
a portal
it,
to
like-
the beyond of
Yeah.
the error world or something like that.
Hey, we gotta make our 404 pages more kitschy.
Wait, what's this say? You have discovered a portal to a new plane where things are not working as intended.
It's so weird. No,
That's funny.
That's awesome.
I wonder if I can just
What
do
if
it
you just
manually.
refresh it
This
or
is really good.
something?
Right?
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
Of course. All is
Wait, did mine work?
fair game. Okay, so you begin to hear this kind of. It almost sounds like grinding stone gears, but something seems to be wrong with it, and it gets louder and louder.
Which door is it coming from?
It's not coming from the door; it's coming from the walls,
So I rolled it.
and they're all asleep.
I rolled a 23, right?
So you hear this
Is
kind
it,
of like.
are the walls moving?
I'm scared.
You
I'm
don't
asleep,
see
but
any
I'm scared.
movement right now.
You're having a nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm feeling like super like a, like that sort of thing.
I'm thinking there's some
Um,
creature
that's
that
just-
can move through stone.
Oh,
and,
sorry, you
like,
want
Oh, no,
half?
no, I'm good.
Okay.
I probably put on fast food.
I'm gonna let them nap for like a minute longer.
Okay.
As Paddington, Paddington, is this something I need to be worried about?
He just like looks like this. He's like,
Is
it's bad.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Alana's
So,
with
have
us,
they gotten
right?
their long rest yet?
They have.
But
Okay.
Alana's with us, right?
She's asleep too.
But like she's there.
Yeah,
so
she's
okay,
there.
we have another
You
AP.
have
Okay.
Alana and
Can we get? Would
I
Combo
see.
fight with us?
Twitch
Yeah,
they
she-
can.
she
I
can
see
fight
no
us.
advantage to letting them continue to sleep if Paddington is worried. When there's stone sounds and the stone thing is worried, I feel like that's a pretty solid sign.
That's when you.
So,
wake us up.
I wake them up
So okay.
with
cool.
just
So
a
you
really
wake them
loud
up.
magical clap.
Yeah. So,
Ah!
when you wake them up, but then and as you do, you start to see like the very very corner of the wall, these streaks of almost black veins of stone are kind of itching their way out of the wall, and they're starting to peel the rock back a little bit, and it's actually exposing this chamber.
Morgan!
So the chamber
I pooped
has
myself.
actually grown now.
Oh.
Oh
this.
no!
Wait, which chamber?
It really
This
is.
this other chamber.
The
So this like chamber now is like kind of these holy broken.
Ooh.
So now you're just
Um,
starting to see this break through the walls, and then everybody give me because y'all are awake now. Give me
And I explained to them what's going on.
give me all dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Oh,
I have
no.
advantage. I have advantage.
Okay.
Wait, why do you have advantage?
Okay,
Dexterity saving.
Oh, see.
11. 15.
15.
20.
Okay.
13.
So you all.
Okay.
11.
So you all just leap off the ground just as kind of these dark streaks rustle under your feet, and there are places to step between them. So almost on instinct, you all jump between those points, and immediately, though Paddington unfortunately does not get out of the way in time, and you see all these dark streaks of stone wrap around kind of his form, and then his eyes that seem very expressive, very aware, kind of grow dark. And he turns to attack you guys. So everybody roll the initiative.
No, Paddington!
What
Paddington
the frick?
just turned on you guys.
No, I don't want to kill him.
You're a fucking monster.
You're a
I
monster!
hate you! We're done.
Oh God,
We're done. We got an 8.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nice. You know who's
Where's
going
the
first?
initiative?
That is a 20, right? This one is the one where like
Mhm.
not.
Where do I find initiative?
It's,
And then
Oh, at the top.
Oh,
Top.
sorry.
Get
Yeah.
a notepad.
I hate you so much.
I mean, you guys can try to still save him.
20.
We will definitely try and save it.
know you're still in there.
Even I, in my rage, will try to
Okay,
hold
hold on.
my,
Let me look. Let's
bloodthirst.
look through and let's see
Let's
what
see
we
if
can
we
do
can
to
save
save
him, yeah.
Paddington.
Maybe if we heal him.
Oh, we need the dude's staff. I want that staff.
Oh yeah.
I know you do.
I can just run. I can run over
Needing
there.
the stuff.
I can run over there, murder him super quick, and be
wanna
back in
grab
time
it,
to save
right?
Paddington.
Just want to grab that staff.
Just
Jerk that staff.
jerk it right. Yeah.
Right out of his hands.
All right. So yeah, you guys are all. So this is because he was staying watch here. So this is him with the tendrils of God in him, and then you see, and then you all are kind of spaced. Let me get some dice because that'll be easier.
Can we try and
Okay.
cast Call Emotions on him?
What's that?
I feel like
Call
You kinda-
Emotions?
Oh.
I've heard that
said
gargoyles
call
have a heart of
emotion.
stone,
Oh.
so it probably won't work.
So if we give him another heart of stone.
I'll give him my heart.
My heart for yours, Paddington.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I went there.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Alright. So you all are all scattered in here.
Okay.
Before.
Is
So
Carbo
Paddington will
anywhere
do
around?
this one. Carbo, the door is closed. You do not
Alana,
know.
Is Alana there with us?
Alana is.
Okay.
I can just I'll make Paddington the quarter,
Okay.
and then that's it.
What if we?
So sad.
Okay, if we can't rescue him, maybe we can trap him and deal with this later. You know?
But he'll keep trying to attack us.
Not if we trap him. You know?
No.
Oh my god, how long does reduce? I can make him really tiny and put him
Alright,
back
but
in.
yeah, so tell me your all's initiatives. So
Oh,
someone was
8.
28.
I had a nat,
Nat
20.
20.
You had a
20, like
Not
regular
natural
roll.
20.
20 plus things.
7. 7.
7.
Unfortunately, all of my attacks are just for killing and not for trapping.
Yeah.
Why didn't I choose more spells for love?
Oh, I guess I
anticipate
can.
falling in
I
love
can
with
try
your
and
enemy.
stealth us so that he doesn't hurt us while we try to trap him. Oh, but then we won't be able to see him either.
Paddington go.
Oh, wait, no, that's not true. Yeah, no, we'll be fine.
But he already
Obviously.
sees us, so
A veil of shadows and silence. Great. Oh, he already sees us.
right?
He doesn't know we're there.
Well, it has
Paddington
me
is wise.
My heart hurts.
Alright, so it's on you first. And
Tell.
yeah, you all have a few options. You can go leave the room, look for some options. The room is pretty small, so you can get some pretty mobile within a short short range of turns. So a lot of options.
Okay. What's in the room? It's just a bunch of bookshelves.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
storage, a few stills, so like a few kind of distilling units down here that they look long defunct. They're just kind of these big, just kind of copper distillery machines, a bunch of supplies, and random grain and stuff like that.
Okay. Could I feasibly like push over one of this distilling things?
You could with a very, very successful strength roll.
Okay. But would that be like my entire action or?
That would be an action. So you can still move. So you can, because it's like movement, action, bonus action, in whatever order. So you can still like take a bonus action, but like a big strength check would
Okay,
be
a bonus action would be okay. I can move over there, try to push it, and then do a small bonus action.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, yeah.
Is Paddington a slow kind of guy or like?
It's made of stone, but
You guys would have to
I'm-
check
like,
your history and or nature to understand.
Okay. Oh, but we can't do that out of turn.
No, you can. If you guys just want to do a nature check to
Can
see
I?
how much
Can I
you
do a
know.
history check on him?
Yeah.
I also I
gargoyles?
have +5, so
Sure,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
let's
I
do
have
that.
dope history.
not.
I have +6.
18.
So I'm
So
thinking about
18.
trying to like
19.
just put stuff in his way for now, or
I
maybe
have
we can
19
trap him
history.
inside one of these things.
So you find that Paddington or gargoyles in general are because they're elemental creatures, are actually quite fast and can be extremely like just blurringly quick. And you also find that Paddington is resistant to lots of normal types of damage because he is made of stone.
Damn. Well, I'm useless, guys. I set this one out. I'll catch you guys later.
You could go find the old man with the staff.
And leave you guys here? Yeah, right. That's what you need your tank leaving.
Okay.
I could go. I could send my unseen servant
I'm
to
gonna run over to one of these. Is the distillery thingy big enough to fit Paddington inside?
I mean, it's still about as big as this. It could, but it's thin middle. It's like, copper. So a monster made of pure stone probably would rip out of it.
Okay. Well, I'll run over to there.
Unless
I'll
you
try to like
strengthen it in some
push
way.
it in the way, just to like get in his
Slow
way.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you run over to this this one. Go ahead and give me a strength check. And let's see.
Can I,
Just a 7+2. Oh no, that's 3. Not 1.
That's
so.
Oh, yeah. So was it that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you rock up to this thing, you tip it a little bit, and then it tips back, and you're gonna go ahead and take
Oh no.
5 points of bludgeoning damage from a pot still that falls on you, and then Paddington is immediately gonna look at you with kind of these like black, kind of stone eyes, and he's gonna start taking steps towards you. So now it is on.
sad. This must be
Yeah,
very sad.
hypochondrius.
Okay.
Is that my turn is over, right? Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I can't do any more bonus actions. Okay.
You're just like trapped in
I
floating.
think I'm good now.
and
Thank
drunk.
Still drunk.
Yes.
I
I always have too much to drink before battles.
what should I do?
Story of my life.
I could try messaging him. Oh god, I could try.
I think we need to fight him and then get him to the point of like almost death, and then like
Weaken him, and then
Yeah,
like, throw
and
a
then
Pokeball.
figure
Or
out-
That's
something.
what I was just thinking.
and then what?
Throw a Pokeball.
Yeah. We're definitely not going to be able to talk with him right now because
Okay.
I don't think this is like.
He's
I
super
think it's
evil
like
right now.
something is like possessing him.
Yeah.
So I think I have.
I have speak with.
I have
him.
enlarge and reduce, which I can do to have him at some point when he's weak. Like I can save that to like make him smaller. If we need to like carry him.
Oh, he didn't make
Yeah,
Dusty.
baby Paddington.
Like Dusty.
Yeah. I found a cat that I named Dusty out here. He was like a
Because he was
stray.
Dusty.
Aww.
He was Dusty. So Fox thinks it's hilarious.
That's a good name for a
Dusty
cat.
the cat.
Dusty.
I'm into it.
Little Dusty.
He was Dusty.
He was.
Should I try to go get that guy?
Are you gonna be useful in the fight?
You might be more used.
I do magic damage, so I
We can
might be
let's
more useful.
subdue him and then go get the
Yeah,
guy.
let's subdue him, and then we can figure out a way to like hold him. Somebody we can like grapple him with. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
Figure it out, and
Let's
then
do
somebody
it.
can run and get the dude.
Ooh, can we put him in the wall?
I think with the staff we can.
I cast my meteors.
Okay, meteors.
I'm going big. Let's end this quick.
Just be sure and tell him sorry first, so that he knows.
Paddington, I am super sorry.
Just,
I hope we can still be friends. I love you.
Just blank look. That's all you get.
Okay.
Just emptiness.
He's always had kind of a
Yeah.
He's in
cool
there
exterior.
Yeah, he's but deep down. He feels it deep.
He's in there somewhere,
He's in
okay?
there somewhere.
He's
He
still
is.
there.
I see it in his eyes.
He's still there.
His stony gaze.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
That
I'm
was
gonna keep
doubtful.
doing it.
That was a good pun.
Thank you.
The stony gaze. Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright, I create my 6 meteors.
Okay.
I
Go
don't
ahead
think.
and roll attack, or is it just
Don't they always?
a saving throw? So
He
By the way-
can save with Dex
Okay.
14.
Oh, also, since we took a long
Ooh,
rest,
I
you
got a
guys
20.
can.
So I saved.
Oh.
So then, does it do half damage then?
Once the meteor reaches destination...
Half as much on a successful saving throw.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage, and then I'll...
So it's 1d6 instead of 2.
Okay, 1d6.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, is it 1d6 per meteor?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much damage on one. Oh, because I create 6 and I can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors. So I send 2. Does that mean it has to take a saving throw for each, or just 1 for both?
It will take 1 for both, usually. It's like usually the full spell is
So
one saving
I
throw.
will do my d6, my 2d6 for each meteor.
Yeah, and then we'll just divide it by 2.
Which one's 6?
Here you
No,
go.
That's not 6. Oh, it's a dice.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I know things.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, since we
So
take a long
2d6 and then cut it in
rest,
half.
Mhm.
If you guys want to switch
Or,
out any
sorry,
spells, you
4d6
can,
and then cut it in
since
half.
we took a long
Yeah,
rest.
yeah, that's right.
6.
You can,
I know,
you
it's
can
just-
switch spells
8.
during a long rest?
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
8
Is
total.
that correct, Jeff?
Yeah, you can
13.
switch out your spell
Yeah,
slots.
since we
19.
took
19 divided by 2.
Just
Okay,
in
cool.
case
So you
you're
round
like, oh,
down,
I
so
have this.
then that's like 9.
Speak with animals
Okay.
is not
Okay.
that useful, except
Mhm.
for making Jeff do funny animal noises.
And I have that as well if you need it,
So-
so.
Okay, maybe I should get rid of it then.
Oh, sorry. Each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dexterity saving throw. Is anybody else within 5 feet?
I think...
Okay.
Yeah, I think PKL Raquel is
Okay.
started closing in on her.
So,
as the thing drops.
But for
So
what it's
they're
worth,
kinda over
one of
here.
my whatever features and traits. Where is it? Scope spells.
Yeah.
So, I choose evocation affects other creatures. I choose her to be the person that I sculpt the spell for. The chosen creature, she's a creature, right?
Yeah.
Automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage if they would normally take half damage on a successful save.
Okay, so then she's safe.
Great.
Nice job. Okay, so the meteors, they just pummel over Pikel Raquel and Paddington, but somehow Pikel Raquel seems just unscathed, even though like kind of these circular embers of flame almost seem to be melting the stone that Paddington is made of. Now it is on dear Paddington. So the black eyes are still locked onto Pikel Raquel, and
I'm still trapped.
you're still trapped. So does a 16 hit?
Over me?
Yeah. What's your AC? Does it?
Yeah,
Does
sorry.
it 16 hit?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, so you're gonna take 2 attacks.
Rip.
Bye.
So you're gonna take 15 points
I
of
knew it.
piercing
I knew
damage.
it was gonna be 15. I don't know how.
There you go. You're a prophet.
Yeah.
Go. There's a balcony right there. My children.
How does
Yummy.
piercing versus bludgeoning do armor types block that stuff?
Yeah, so
I'm
certain resistances, you'll have resistances to certain types of damage, which will make you take half. But
Find
he's
those.
using those really sharp claws, just kind of tearing through, and you see even the middle of the still that's covering Pikelric still, just kind of rip apart as these stone claws just tear through both metal and flesh. Anyways,
Okay.
that guy gets it.
Okay, when does Alana go? Can she save our butt?
Alana, she goes after you.
After me? I thought he went after me.
Yeah, but she's between you two.
She got
She
7.5?
got- No, she got 8.
Smart ass.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
I let you go first
Oh,
for the other
thanks.
person to go 8, but you know what? You
She
can go
flies
next.
into a rage.
Alana go now.
She flies into a rage over
No.
the technicality.
Yeah. Actually, Alana's going next, so Paddington's made his move, and now Alana is going to.
I was just confused. I was like, well, what's between 7 and 8?
Well, now you've paid the price.
Now
I
you paid
know.
the price. Maybe you
But she's
should,
good. It's okay. She's good.
So she's gonna hold out her hand, and the wind is gonna kind of, you can see that kind of same wind force gathering around her arms, but she doesn't seem to have the same affinity for Paddington. So You guys can almost invariably tell that she's shooting to take this thing down.
Okay. Strike 2, you know?
So she's going to do 18 points of
Nice.
slashing damage.
This guy is resistant to a lot of
Physical.
physical
Yeah.
damage. Okay.
So then you're going to see kind of like as this wind just pummels Paddington, bits of stone just start flaking off. And now it is on you.
Now, my thought is, I have a lot of rope. I wonder if I could like grapple him with the rope. You know, like use the rope and like basically tie him down so he can't run around.
Seems
I don't know
good.
if it's too early to do that. If I should wait till he's weaker.
Yeah,
But it seems like he could probably just claw through it.
Yeah,
Right?
He has sharp talons.
that's true. That's true.
Made of stone.
Yeah. Trying to think. Okay, then
Stone
I guess I will just I'll just swing my great axe at him. And that is a 25.
That'll hit.
Or sorry, 26. Excuse me.
Now it won't. Now it won't.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that
and this
makes
is
it-
actually I enter a rage first.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So angry at
Yeah.
this creature.
But it's a rage of
Taking him.
compassion?
Compassionate rage. It's like being angry at someone who's like being self-destructive. You're like, oh my gosh, just wish they would stop, drinking.
and then I get a
every day."
second attack. Then I get a second attack. So
Yeah.
that one was 9 points damage. That's a nat 20.
Okay, so that's for your second attack. So
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah. So then
So 9, so that's divided by 2. 4.
and that's a 12 plus 4. Oh wait, I do it twice, right? My damage, because I got a nat 20 on the second attack.
Yeah, you roll twice.
Okay.
And you just add your modifier once.
I got a 12 and then a 1.
Yeah.
So 13 plus 19
So
points
19,
of
so
damage,
that's gonna
plus
get-
9, so 28 altogether.
That's it. So, okay, so 28. So as you take this huge double swing, the axe doesn't really seem to connect that well with this rock hard machine, but you see kind of these red sparks fly off of it. So 28, 14, you do a little bit less damage than you expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
All right. So now it is on you.
Can I tell if this thing affecting him is a spell?
What skill would you use to tell? Arcana? Straight Arcana?
Probably. Or not really.
With a really good Arcana roll, you could maybe get a sense of what is happening with this thing. You can roll Arcana, but it'll, if it's just checking, it can be a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
I'm just
try to
checking.
do a check.
Just
as a
checking.
bonus action.
With a 9. Okay.
Yeah, hard to. Yeah.
Alright, well I'm just going to try this thing and we'll see what happens. So, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of
Magical effect.
Yeah. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. So you're going to give me 2 rolls.
Okay.
For 2 types of magic.
Oh.
shoot.
They're all
So-
4th level or higher? Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 rolls in total.
Yeah. Well, so, because wait, you only roll once, right, for each?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
one
so he's
for
going to
each.
give. So, oh, yeah, so he's
One
going to
for
give you-
each
yeah,
level
one for
or
each,
2?
but he's doing 2. Yeah, there's 2 rolls that he has to make.
Okay.
So go
Oh,
ahead.
so it's 2 level 3 spells.
Yeah, 2 greater than level. Oh, I guess you have to roll twice for level 4 and above. Sorry, I've been making this game.
For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting
Yeah.
ability.
Okay.
The
So,
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
yeah, so do that twice because they're both above 4th level.
How do I... What's my spellcasting?
It'll
It's
be
under your spells, right? I think
At the
it's,
You
top.
guys
if
might
you
be
hit
very mad
spells?
right now.
Huh?
You guys make me very mad.
it's probably like a 10th level spell. It's probably like
No, just roll. Just roll.
One is a corruption spell, and one is don't let anything be dispelled. Spell.
Yeah.
An invulnerability spell.
inability, yeah, complete immortality spell.
Okay. Alright.
All right, go ahead and give me those rolls.
I'm pretty sure it's wisdom, which is +4.
All right.
So it's just, 14
Okay.
and 15.
So both of those are effective.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, Paddington is a magical object as a gargoyle. So for a brief moment, you see the shadows recede from Paddington. His eyes grow clear once again, and then he becomes completely stone.
No!
And he dies. I told you to watch out.
Well played. Well played.
You killed him?
Paddington's a magical object.
Wait, but
This
it
is
says he uses
ability.
to dispel magic on an object, a creature, or an ability, a magical ability.
That's all, but like it's anything that is magical that you are casting to spell magic on.
That's
So
fair. I need to
you
take a
have
walk.
this-
I need to take a walk.
Yeah, the stone is so magic receives. The Paddington is now a stone
You call
statue.
yourself a healer.
What about your Hippocratic
I
oath
didn't
now?
know. I didn't know.
Fucking malpractice.
Malpractice, bro.
Taking this to the top.
Oh, if your second one didn't roll so good, you rolled better than your first. I was hoping.
Oh.
Man. Brutal.
It's over.
Paddington slowly goes still.
Is there
Rough.
still stuff to worry about? Like, is there still
You guys are out of
tendril
combat.
stuff?
You guys are out of
Okay.
combat. You still see those kind of tendrils approaching, but you're out of combat right now. The threat is removed.
That was like the worst plot twist ever.
Didn't even get to say goodbye.
I know. He doesn't even know that we loved him. This is like the Fox and the Hound all over
Okay,
again.
In his final moments, he
You need to
understood.
warn us next time.
In his final moments, he understood. Yeah, I was
I would
trying to
not
warn you
expect
guys
that.
about
No.
2 spells.
I'm like actually kind of sad. Like I'm gonna like remember this for the rest of my life.
I
I'm gonna
tried
be,
to
like,
warn
remember
you
when
guys
Paddington
about 2
died.
spells. Why else would there be 2 spells?
I don't
Because
know.
it's evil magic.
Super weird fucking magic.
I'm gonna
Oh,
remember this when
man.
I'm 80 years old, and I'm gonna turn to you and I'll be like,
Do I
"Remember
even-
they killed
do I even-
Paddington?"
Why Paddington?
Do I even want to know? Could we have saved him?
You could have saved him.
No!
Don't want to know. I didn't want to know that.
Oh, sad days.
I didn't want to know that. Why did we ask that?
But maybe you
Okay,
still can.
You don't toy with us.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
We
I would
need the
like.
staff.
The staff.
We need to go to the fucking either the staff or the fat stone dude and be like,
Ooh,
yo.
wait, what if Fat Stone Dude just killed a bunch of people though? Like, can he heal?
Did he?
He's our
Can
friend though.
Can he animate gargoyles?
Well, I mean,
He
he
animated
like
him
he
in
was
the first
communicating
place.
with the gargoyle in the first place.
Ooh. Can we bring?
I know there's an amulet to find and a world to save.
No!
I want to say Paddington.
A
Okay?
Paddington.
Paddington!
There needs to be a Paddington too.
All to you.
Do we want to find the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's carry his body
Oh,
to the.
Okay, so who's carrying it?
I
I'll carry
I would
him.
bear. Oh, I have a thingy that can carry him.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah.
I'm really
Thingy?
strong, but
Um,
But it
I-
has to be pretty. It's a strength 10, right? Your unseen servant.
I have-
strength 10.
I can probably carry him. My
How much does he weigh?
Paddington, where's the
It was
weight?
probably really heavy.
He's probably pretty heavy. I don't think it has it here, but I'm gonna say like 300 pounds. He's pretty much straight stone.
I can do that.
Can I
Solid
try?
rock.
Can I try and roll a
300 to
strength check?
500 pounds. What's that?
Can I do a strength check?
Yeah.
I
you
have
can
advantage
see-
while I'm still in a rage technically.
Yeah, okay.
So
You
I have
advantage on
advantage.
strength checks. Go for
We're
it.
gonna bring him out to the main room.
No, you just mad at yourself.
Okay, that's terrible. All right, and that's pretty. 12. That's not gonna cut it.
So you're able to move him a few feet, but you can't get too far.
Wait, hold on. Okay, we can do one of two things.
That was
I
with
can.
your modifier in? Added in?
I rolled a 4 and an 8.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I can do one of two things. I can put him on a floating disc that carries
Oh, was
something
that a
up
saving
to
throw?
500 pounds.
Wait,
Okay,
was that a
okay.
saving throw?
No, it was a strength check.
Oh, okay. I
Strength
never,
check.
yeah, then 4, then 12.
How long does this last?
Wesley
No, it
is
lasts for an hour.
secretly proud that he one-shotted the gargoyle, but isn't going to say anything.
I'll,
It's not that secret.
I'll put him-
We see it on Lexi's
I'll put him
face.
on my
This is spinning.
floating
Okay,
disc.
you put him on your floating disc. So
Okay, so I'm
the
gonna
floating
cast
disc
it.
emerges under this this gargoyle statue, and
It follows me around within 20 feet for an hour.
And Pikelrick, it still is kind of like in this like looming attacking pose. And Pikelrick is able to push off the still that's now shredded. It's kind of yeah. So it is now mobile with you all in its own little pedestal.
To the fat man.
We're gonna save him.
I can't lose anyone else.
So
Hold
you guys
on, buddy.
So you guys are going to the fat man?
Not after Bestie.
So you all go
Still.
back over here. You still walk over this very uneven bit of rock where who knows what happened to those guards. And you come up to the pillar and it says, "Oh, good evening, my dear friends."
Is it?
I send a message to all of them real quick to not admit to being the ones who just did that to Paddington.
Yeah.
We came across something else that did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something evil.
Our best friend,
Yes.
Paddington,
Yes.
seems to have fallen into a terrible fate.
Dear me, how absolutely horrible. Someone has disimbued him with life.
Can you save him?
Well, I certainly can't, but I may know a method for a price, shall we say.
What is it?
Well, the same as last time.
Blood.
Of course, for my long slumber, need a bit of energy, shall we say.
I push Twitch ladies.
Chase comes back. You died. You died.
We sacrificed you for
There's some evil force that it killed you. We don't know what happened.
I look over at one of the people on the wall and be like, "Is he worth it to you?"
That's the thing is, can we just get him like a ton of blood from that room?
I'll cut my wrist right now. I don't even care.
Whatever. Chase. The stone guy can't move, I'm gonna assume, right?
So hardcore. Yeah, it was funny because I rewatched the video from last time and you had that super hardcore kill and everybody on stream was like, "Jeez, Foxy, goddamn." I was laughing about that. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Can the big stone dude move at all?
No, so he's completely immobile. He's
And
locked
blood
in.
has to be near him.
Yeah, so it has to go on that particular, like, chopped off stalagmite, like, right in front of him.
Like
He says,
a bucket
"Yes,
of
there's
blood?
my dinner plate. Anything really, obviously, the fresher the better. But I may be willing to share some information with you if you, perhaps,
Let's go kill a monk.
quench my thirst."
I'm sorry. So,
I feel like the monks,
You're
we
not a
could
monk.
just find another soldier,
I'm
you
not a
know?
monk.
You're religious, though. I understand. What'd you say?
We could find another soldier, or just get like a bucket of the blood dripping from the ceiling.
It's not fresh.
She said, "Yeah, I think we have to kill
Okay,
someone on
beggars
the plane."
can't be choosers, so, you know. We can suck it up.
It happens.
Should
We
we
can
try?
try.
Should we try to wait?
Try,
Why don't we
whichever
kill
way.
the guy with the staff and then you can get the staff and then
But he seemed like a nice dude.
I'm chaotic neutral.
but he
I
has
don't
the
care.
staff I want.
I don't care. I'm chaotic neutral.
Normally I'm a bit more amicable, but this time I feel like it's personal. you
And
know?
I just don't care. You want the staff? We want Paddington back.
Should we kill the nice old monk?
He could probably kick our butt though with that staff. We should probably be careful.
Well, he doesn't know that we're gonna attack him.
Why don't we kill Alana?
You know?
Too desperate? No.
I feel like she's more useful
So
to us.
here's you all say this. So everybody give me a deception check.
Okay.
Everybody give me a deception check. Have a roll insight, because she might think you're joking.
Is she doing
Nat
a,
20! Nat 20!
is she doing a sarcasm saving roll?
Yeah, sarcasm saving roll.
19.
But I didn't say
What are we
anything.
rolling? Deception?
Oh boy, that's a 3.
So
But
she
you are
kind
not
of
talking,
But
like,
I'm the one who said
she
it.
looks at you, so you're the one who said it. Okay, so she looks at you and it's like, haha, I suppose.
Like, of
And
course
then,
we
but
would
she
do
looks
that,
at you both
darling.
Like, are like, can we murder this bitch?
Oh, so we're not we're not doing the thing. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We
Can't-
would.
cancel back up.
And she kind of, yeah, she looks at both of you and she's like, after our conversation, And she shakes her head.
Yeah, and you guys had a special moment.
You had a special moment.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Lana,
you booty called
you went to
her.
her room late at night.
Yeah, but that was dark. She had some bloody tools on the...
It was kinky, okay?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like Paddington and I were a better item, but...
I shipped
Okay.
you guys, don't
Where
get
can
me
we get
wrong.
a sacrifice?
Yes,
Alright, so
you're
Alana is not super sure what you want to do, so she's ambivalent about you guys just threatening to kill her. You can definitely try.
No, she can kick her butt.
Yeah.
There's this like dining room with all this stuff. Maybe there's like random acolytes we can kidnap and kill.
Is this what we've come to? Have we become the bad guys?
Are we the baddies?
Okay, should we try the bucket then?
Let's try the bucket.
Let's try the
I feel
bucket.
like that's like less murdery than
Yeah.
the other stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down for murder, but
Alright, so who's going to get the bucket? So you guys go in, grab a bucket of stuff. Okay, so who's going in to do that, by the way?
I'll go.
Alright, so you go in, you see that as you enter the room, you see that it's way bigger. And it seems to like have grown a lot, this room. You see the, what was his name?
Carbo?
Carbo, yes.
Carbo loading.
Carbo loading.
I like carbs.
So you see Carbo is kind of like leaning heavily on his staff. He has like 2 people free, and they're kind of like they're woozy, but he's like working with them. But you can see like kind of rocks, like kind of stone, almost like a wave, like frozen mid motion, like itching its way behind them, almost hemming them off. But they're all just kind of talking in low tones. You grab a bucket of blood. Give me a. Do you care if they notice or not?
No.
Okay,
Don't
no.
care,
So
right? It's not hurting anyone.
you grab a bucket of blood. You
I
walk.
just wave.
You walk out of the room, and you dump it on the pedestal. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Me? Persuasion. How does an 8 work for you?
8 even.
8 even.
Okay, so you hear the voice that says, "Oh, that's nice. Not as fresh as I would have liked. Perhaps just he says, "Is that really the best you have?"
Can you
want me to
bloodlet
commit murder or
somebody
something?
a little bit?
Do you want to let? I can like, do a little like shoulder, cut a little shoulder business.
You have your dagger of bloodletting. It heals you too,
Bloodlet
right?
and then heal.
Let me use
Okay,
that.
so you use your dagger of bloodletting. Mechanical. So you use your dagger of bloodletting. You take, what is it, 1d4 damage or heal 1d8?
Something like that.
Something
so
like that.
1d. I don't have a 1d4.
Yep.
Okay, so I take 3 points of damage and I heal 2. Okay, so lose 1.
Okay, so you lose 1 damage, and then and you hear him go, much better. Thank you, my darling. Yes, there's in fact a way I think you could restore your friend, but I unfortunately don't have the power, but I do have the spell. So he says, which one of you has the most magical ability in
Not
stone?
In stone?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
How do you know
How do I-
specifically that?
You can be just your highest magical ability too.
You mean my highest magical?
Or just like whatever, like whoever has the most arcana, I would say. Or
6 for me.
Fine, you can do it.
I have a 0.
0.
I'll leave this to you folks.
All right. So then he whispers a formula to you, and it's like kind of like a list of long phrases, and it's a one-time kind of use version of a spell, imbue life.
You're about to bring your man back to life.
It does.
He's more than a man.
Unfortunately, one of the requirements you find that it needs
Death.
is a living person expiring. So you can use a spell every time you kill someone. And that is how you can bring back Paddington. So then he says, yes, it's a bit of a trade-off, isn't it? But all things are. I wanted to live forever. Here I am, living life. Not as much company.
You can use this as many times as you want with a life.
No,
Yeah,
once,
as long as
right?
you kill. You have to, each time you imbue life, you have to kill somebody.
So
Well, we do a lot of killing.
the
so that should be
advantage
okay.
also of me having this is reviving you if you die.
Oh, that's true.
Does it
Well, you
imbue
have to
the
kill
same
somebody.
life though? It's not resurrecting. It's probably.
You can ask.
Yeah,
Does this
yeah,
revive
somebody else
people?
It,
Dead people.
the dead is always a tricky concept. And that's all he says.
We're getting real
has.
philosophical.
Is there any way we can get a little more information out of you about this? We don't want to start bringing demons into this stone thing's body.
For gargoyles, the type of life they can have is basic to the stone they're in. But other forms can take other changes can happen when life is given to them. This gargoyle has already been imbued with certain runes, certain definitions that guide life when it comes into it.
Would we be able to make zombies with this? That's my
It's
question for
hard
you
to
today.
say what you define it as.
Maybe we don't revive you with this. I think
The zombie
I think
healer's
that's-
still a healer.
Oh,
that's the
Paddington's gonna be
gist.
fine, but yeah.
Paddington's
That's
will be
only
fine, but I
yours
think
is a healer.
I know, I'm just a piece of meat. Piece of healing meat.
That's how I feel in Hots.
Yeah.
Well, we have
S
this.
and Q.
We can.
Let's use
So we have to
it.
cart Paddington around
Well,
until we
we
kill.
could keep him here.
Could we?
and
How
come
does
get
it? Do
him
we
out.
have
No.
to use this
Why don't
immediately
we-
after we kill someone?
Why don't we call those acolytes over here? Just see what
Yeah,
happens.
it has to happen at the moment. So like when something
Oh,
is
so he has to
killed,
be
Like,
with
the
he has
spell
to. We have
has
to like carry him around.
be
Basically.
done. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a nice, comfortable desk that he's writing on right now, so
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
I'm gonna look around
What
for
do you guys
some
wanna do?
materials to decorate the
Should we
floating
go
bits
see what
with.
Carbo's up to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Carbo.
Carbo and his
Let's go see
half-dead
Carbohydrate.
friends.
Let's check him out.
They're on their
Yeah.
way
So
out.
then, as you all return, bringing your plate of gargoyle with you, you enter the room. You see them. You see, like, actually, it's very strange. They all seem to be kind of in the same. At least you notice that they're all kind of in that same, really exhausted, heavy-looking position that they were in earlier. And everybody, give me a perception check.
Ooh, 13.
14. Oh no, 15.
11.
Okay.
10.
So you, because you're 15, notice that right around their ankles, it's not, the stone really isn't crawling on top of them, but you see like kind of these spiraling patterns of that dark material that attacked Paddington, like curled around each of their feet in these like very ornate kind of almost forming words that those kind of dark tendrils are shaped around their feet.
Who notices it?
Me.
You do? Do you tell us?
I tell you.
Uh-huh.
Before they turn evil, like Paddington just did,
Let's kill them.
do we want
They just
my
look tired.
my servant to go steal the staff from the dude so he's not even more powerful?
Yes.
Okay. I cast Unseen
Grab
Servant.
it. Grab his
And,
stuff.
and have it go grab the
it
staff.
real good.
So your unseen servant needs to give me a strength check.
Ooh, that's not gonna. That'll be interesting.
It's a +0 probably.
Oh, so I added strength on top of the check.
No, it's a
Yeah, so
Modifier,
you
right?
roll. So it usually has a strength of 10. So it's just going to be
It has a
raw.
strength of 2.
It has a strength of 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be at minus. So like 10 is neutral, and then every 2 you go down from 10 is -1. So it'll be a -4
On
on
top
top
of
of your roll.
But it's gonna be nat 20. So
Yeah. So yeah.
14. So 10.
So 10. So it kind of is. You hear it as this just whisper of thought. It's very heavy stuff.
Okay. I walk over and I walk over and Or you should grab it.
I'm afraid to go over there.
Okay, I can do it.
We have rope. Can we try to like lasso it? Or is that going to take too long?
That would take some agility, probably.
You have rope.
I do have
And
rope.
you have the strength to pull it.
rope
I
also,
have
but you
I
should
have
probably do it.
high athletics. Can I use athletics to lasso?
That probably can fly.
Can or can't?
I would say it's almost
Can't or
like
won't?
it's almost like a dexterity. I don't know what would be like throwing rope.
Agility? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would be like agility, but
or
yeah, you can use
acrobatics. I mean,
Yeah, you can use athletics. I think I'll let that slide because I can't really see how else that.
so
would
kind of just like try and lasso it.
Yeah.
12.
So it's a pretty narrow staff. So you throw it over, it actually wraps around his head, but doesn't really wrap around the staff.
Well,
Okay.
I could just pull it.
Well, I can. Okay, how about this?
Too dark.
I will take this. I will take this chance, and I'm gonna walk
You
over.
really want that staff.
I really want the staff.
Yeah, that's the staff.
I'm gonna walk over and grab the staff while you hold a tight rein on fucking.
Like a freaking dog.
Yeah.
If you
Like
get
a
sick
pit bull out on
from
a
touching
walk.
the staff, will that be a staph infection?
So I grab the staff and I pull on the staff while she is keeping check with the noose.
Okay, so give me a dexterity saving, or actually give me a constitution saving throw.
18 on that, and then where's Constitution? Skills?
No,
No.
abilities.
It'll be under saving throws. It's actually
Abilities,
a saving throw
saves,
section for
senses.
abilities, yeah.
And then a saving throw.
And where's
Plus 1.
No,
Okay,
that's
19.
that's just straight up. If you go down to saving throw.
saving through?
Might be
Plus
higher.
1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So 19 total.
So you feel a faint buzz of magic, as if, kind of like wizards will put different spells on their tools to make sure other people don't touch their staff. So
Like protection for your staff.
yeah, protection for your
It's
staff.
private
Yeah.
part,
Protection,
you know?
Yeah.
So he
You
always
gotta use protection.
Use protection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you kind of tear it free from his grip, you feel this kind of surge of magic, but it thankfully is grounded because it seems like it's he's pretty weak, so like it's not really, it doesn't have a fuel source anymore, and you have a carved staff of a stone acolyte.
Ooh, fancy. It's my first item I've gotten.
Ooh,
Yay.
nice.
Okay.
Man, all I have is a
You're
shitty
gonna become
wand
an
that reveals
addict just like
traps.
Okay.
us.
Which is helpful.
What do you have?
This shitty wand that reveals traps if I point it directly almost at the trap.
Is that what it's called?
Is
It's actually
this a
called.
trap?
It's called what?
Shitty
It's called what?
wand.
Carved.
Is it
Oh
actually
yeah,
called
it's
shitty wand?
a carved staff of a stone acolyte.
It's called
Mine can't seem to find it.
Oh, it's just do like
Just add custom items.
yeah, just add custom item. That's the best way because a lot of these Prince of the Apocalypse.
Okay, add custom item. It's a staff, and then staff of.
Carved staff of a stone acolyte.
Yeah, or just like a stone acolyte staff, anything like that's fine. Because we'll know what it is, and then you'll get your.
Oh, by the
We'll
way,
talk
we
about
took a
what it is.
long rest. What does my ring do?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So
I'm
where?
so determined to find out.
Yeah. So where did you get that?
That
Remind
was
me.
at the top of the tower.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And it was
I don't know. All I put
What
was
kind of
sweet
ring
ring.
was it?
All I
Sweet
said
ring.
was sweet ring.
Okay. So, I think if I remember, it was kind of like a gold band, one small, like, jewel on top of it, right?
Sure. All I wrote was sweet
Okay.
ring.
So if it was that one, I believe it is a ring of protection, which gives you +1 AC.
Nice. Okay. How do I...
Seems like not that much for
So
you.
what details do I
How
add
much
for
is your
this?
Right now it's 16, so that'll put me at
Oh,
17.
okay, that is
So that's
decent
pretty good,
then.
yeah.
What details do I add for this? Do I just put that?
So
in my...
you haven't attuned to it yet. So you know that it has some magical stone
Got it.
affinity, but you're unable to really tell what this thing
And I'm
is
unable
just
to
yet.
use it.
So then after a long rest or two, depending on how advanced the magic is in it, you'll be able to attune to it and understand, okay, this is what I can start doing with it. Sometimes it can be charged, like, it has like 5 charges of create familiar or whatever, and then, or whatever. So,
Cool.
Awesome. So as you go into this room, as you pull it away, you jostle Carbo a little bit, and as his feet kind of slip and smudge the stone, he kind of looks up and says, "Oh, what am I doing here? And why have you got my staff?"
Oh, this isn't your staff, sir. You seem lost. You seem confused.
Deception.
Try.
Senile old man wakes up from stone nap, as if he's sure of what's going
Should
on.
I tell him I'm pooping again?
Sorry, this is the bathroom.
It worked the first time.
Yeah.
I'm doing a what? Deception.
Deception check.
Ooh, that one.
Oh.
So you kind of are like, "Oh, I found it," and he says, "Oh well, won't do me much good anyways." And you like he starts like looking around and immediately starts yanking the acolytes back a little bit, like just so it disturbs the pattern in the rock, and they are still look a little bit weaker, but they are still but they are actually just like more aware. They kind of like are looking around and they know what's going on. Like, he's like, "I gotta get these boys back to the surface before too long. It's too much down here. Something's taking over."
It seems like something, like the patterns are like writing, and when they like a rune or something like that, and when they complete,
Like a
that's what's
spell
like
or
freezing. Yeah, that's what's like freezing things.
We should try and get them out of there
Yeah.
and then kill one.
Then meaning the acolytes? The acolytes are still trapped, right?
So like no, the acolytes are free. So there's 2 free
Okay.
acolytes. There's still a bunch of people like kind of sewn into the rock, but they seem to have kind of like by disturbing like the pattern, they're a little bit more alert now.
We should probably actually move before we get sucked in. Is what I'm thinking.
We should keep just like a little jogging
Sounds good.
place.
Yeah.
Everybody maintain like a little,
Jazzercise, you know. And
let's prancercise through the room. You know?
jazz hands.
Beautiful. Jazz plus hands.
Oh shit! It's 9:40. Did you say you need?
Oh yeah.
Probably soon. Yeah.
We can. We're getting pretty close, so
Okay.
we can call it in a few minutes, and it'll be good because a lot of the stuff that involves chase. We had a whole Paddington side quest.
You know, well, it's worthwhile.
I mean,
Can we just
to be fair, this is the most
we just
This
emotional
is the
arc.
core quest.
Can we please just finish by killing one of these acolytes so we can get Paddington? But it's not going to be Paddington. That's the only thing.
No, it will be.
I thought
Paddington
it'll
will be
Paddington.
safe.
Oh, okay.
Paddington will be Paddington,
It's
but
just
if you
using
like,
it on a human or something. That's
Yeah.
I hope so. It's not going to be like Demon Paddington.
Because he had said, like, oh, he's already imbued with something that's like.
Okay, alright.
we're gonna get like a robot.
If you guys roll Arcana check, I can tell you a little bit more.
Alright, let's do that.
So yeah, I mean, whoever has the most magic
I
knowledge.
just can't believe we killed
He and I are
One of
super
you two.
close.
22.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. 12. Only 12.
Okay. So you know, but whether you want to tell them or not, like this is all your theory, is imbuing life, a lot of it is preparing the vessel that you're going to bring the life to. So Paddington is already a prepared vessel. You throw a life into something random, anything can happen, really.
Got it.
So that's what he knows. He hasn't told you guys.
What if we like write their biography on them?
Yeah, so there are other
He was
methods
a
for
good
preparing.
gargoyle.
Yeah, so like, and that's something I think
He's
as
a
a
nice
wizard
character.
you can investigate, which is necromancy. So wizards can go the necromancy path.
Wait, so does that mean he would take on the life of whatever we put into him?
No, so he is like he's already kind of been programmed, so like
okay.
it's just now fuel only for him. But if something is not programmed, it can be fuel for that same person to go in there and get trapped somewhere else, or it can be something else just piggybacks off the power and just
Jeff
kind of
loves
jumps in.
necromancy.
Yeah, exactly.
If he was playing right now, he would go for
How do you like
yeah.
study a new school of magic or like move into that?
I think it's at a certain level.
Oh, okay.
You have like branches you can choose.
Cool.
Pretty sure.
I don't tell them, but I let them continue to believe that it'll be fine if we do this plan with Paddington.
Yeah. Yeah. So then you just are silent and they're. This is a great plan, guys. Woo!
Do we want to?
Did we kill? Who
Are we
trying
gonna kill an
Did we
acolyte?
kill
Is that what we're
yeah,
doing today?
I mean,
Oh my
I
God.
feel kind of weird. I feel
This
like I
is
need to go into a rage. Otherwise, I'm gonna like not enjoy this.
This is like the first like super murdery
Wait, I
bad
feel
thing
bad
we've
though.
done.
We can't do this. This is wrong.
This is
Okay,
like a
well,
moral
hold on.
turning
So I have
point.
this. We don't need to go back to the
They're
stone
the
guy.
bad guys.
Why don't the guys that are in the wall are gonna die anyway?
Good call.
Why don't we? They were like the ones that were
Good
there were kind of
call.
conscious. We just slit one of their throats. Super
They're gonna
clean.
die
easy.
anyways.
We're-
It still feels
I mean,
super
no,
nefarious.
no. We're putting them out of their misery.
Wait, why do we need Paddington to be alive right now? Why don't we just wait until we have to kill some enemy and then
Why
like
do
just
we need
like
Paddington to be alive right
around?
now? I feel your heart's not in this.
It's not.
I can't talk to you right now.
This is my favorite session ever.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna take the moral leap here. I'll slit the throat of any of these wall dudes in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Just jazzercise while you do it.
I can't watch.
You guys
I can't
can do anything at any time. But as you all are talking, you see
And jazzercising.
and jazzercising, and trying to dodge around. You see Carbo lift kind of his acolytes up to his feet. He gives you guys just some really weird looks. Throws them over his shoulder, or kind of has them both leaning on him, and lumbers his way out to that main room, and looks like he's starting to head for the surface. What you also hear is kind of in the background that kind of heavy.
No.
Is just getting louder, and it feels like it's coming closer. There's kind of this like buzz in the air, and you see Alana just kind of pull her weapons up, look around, and then you see the switch start just like go completely rigid and start walking towards the back of the
No.
towards the back of the hall, where that kind of nexus of power was, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Damn.
Switch.
But I want to know if Paddington makes it. Can we save him first? No?
We'll find it. Well, I assume we're gonna have to follow Twitchley Switch.
Yeah, but we gotta save Paddington.
So that he can fight on our side against
Yeah.
whatever breathing monster it is.
Just really quick.
Worst case scenario in the next session, we start by like, all right, we're gonna follow him. I'm just gonna slit the throat, cast a spell, and we just get a move on.
That sounds great.
I mean, that sounds like a Tuesday to me.
That sounds like a walk in the park, you know.
Sounds like a Tuesday night, baby. Well, good job. I know everybody's got earlier bedtimes tonight,
Yeah.
especially because you gotta wake up at 6, and Adam's gonna go early.
I gotta
But,
go
What are you
to
waking
bed
up at
6.
6 for?
My rotation, that starts at 7:30 in
Yeah,
Berkeley.
life of medical
Yeah.
professional. So like startups, I'm like, oh, it's 9:30. Oh, I guess I'll wake up. Show up at the office at some
Hey
point.
y'all. But then I'm off at like 4, so.
Anyways,
3:30.
later everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Take care.
Bye.